Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Pern XXTV. I'm your host, Pern, aka Jason, aka Pern. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody's doing very well. Hope everything's going very, very well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. My cat is staring me down. He's staring me down. Yeah. What? Tonight we are playing the Outer Worlds and surprise special Pern stream. Surprise, motherfucker! Surprise! Anyway, not too many announcements. Be streaming tonight, tomorrow night, and I will be streaming Sunday, Monday night. You know, my usual nights. So, all right, guys. Let's get right to it, shall we? Let me see. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit like and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. On Twitch, don't forget to hit the follow button and subscribe only if you want to. And don't forget, let me know how I'm doing. Leave a comment on YouTube or my Discord, !Smart Discord, !Smart YouTube. And also !Mark Twitter and !Mark Blue Sky for my socials outside of, well, you know, I'm just all over the place. Go figure. What can I say? You know, what can I say? All right, let's get to it, shall we? All right, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Let's see. All right. Booyah. There we go. Now, let's see. I hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am. I'm having a blast with it. Let's see, where are we on this game? Check out the journal. City of the Stars. Okay, we're doing this. Let's see now. Okay, where are we? We are headed to where? Oops. Oh. Oh, gee, I guess I'm heading all the way down there. Like, which way? Okay. So.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square?
So you really want to be real, huh? Sure do. All right. From now on, you're getting raw, unfiltered Ellie. Hope you got some rubber gloves.
That's probably all, not all you need that's rubber.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about? Sure. Let me just take that off your hands. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue. What I meant was, welcome to the Acropolis district.
my way in.
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
Now what?
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
State your business.
Huh?
Move along.
Which way do I need to go? Let me see. Oops. I do need to go through there.
Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form. Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms? I was going to suggest that myself. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else? Excuse me, just a moment. Is there something I can do for you? I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors. What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Now what?
Yeah, huh? You want to ask about anything in particular, Captain?
Something on your mind?
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point. I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list. What? Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming. Please, go on through. And let's forget this misunderstanding, huh?
Nothing over here. So,
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That's... Test the next batch of samples. Now get to work.
I don't have time for this.
Developing new Tyleritos flavors may be glamorous, but our work is vital to the colony.
that's a woolly cow.
records show that the subject 23...
Huh? What was that? Look! No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification. What? That's what I asked you. Okay. Thanks for the tip. Now you really have to go before I call in the other guards. So what if all those MSI suits made it up Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy.
Hmm.
What? Something? This area is for authorized personnel only. You're not supposed to be here, are you? I guess that's what I was wondering. When you put it that way, it does sound pretty unlikely. Still, you should go. I don't think the other guards will be as rational about this as I am.
Keep your shoulders up.
Something's not... Hey, you! Trespassing in the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is punishable by death. You've got one chance to explain why I shouldn't blow you away right now. Well, why not? This thing isn't just for show. I didn't even think of that. Maybe we can just pretend you weren't here. But if I see you here again, I'm taking my chances.
Something's changed with my pistol's trigger pull. You been tinkering again?
Maybe just a little. Is that all right with you?
It's a lot smoother. Thanks.
Huh. Happy to help.
If you don't mind you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal. You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain? We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish? You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. Something about this feels wrong. I don't know why the board would ever conduct such an experiment, unless they're working on some kind of hibernation technology. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress. I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful?
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. Certainly. How can I help? Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors. It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny. Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. Certainly. How can I help?
Hmm. Hmm.
Old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, in case you were prone to vomiting. Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
This is going to be fun. I think we're nearing the end of it, too. Not sure. Maybe. Can't forget to save.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What's that? Define favorite. I see. In that case, my favorite is Sam. What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me? How did he die? I told him not to go because of his head injury. I knew that likely, but I never thought. I need a moment to process this, though I am not certain why, as it does not change the outcome. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear. I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion. How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return. We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too. Or the sun. Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
I need to go use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Be right back.
I knew it was a good idea. I knew it was a good idea. I knew it was a fucking good idea.
No, I said I'm a little girl. Where's Chris Hansen at? Where's Chris Hansen?
Please don't hit me. Come on, go, 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 go. Wait. No! Shadow! Fuck! Wait, what?
This fire fucking hurts you little fake little booties. What was fucking Neve speaking a little fucking booty? Can you ever address Neve without talking shit? No, thank you for asking. Long-winded way of saying welcome, Neve. Why was give Neve a long-winded way of saying welcome? You might feel attacked a lot. Neve, you broke my old computer. Neve strikes again. You're the Terminator of appliances. That could be a fucking movie.
Retro. Retro? Retro? Want to go for a walk?
You're an asshole, and I don't much care for your existence, sir.
Very close to the goal.
What did he just say? What did he just say? Wait, what? I was forced into retire? What did he just say? The ouch is so, that's what I literally
just hit the wrong button. It's fine. Hold on. Something really cool is about to happen, but I hit the wrong button because I panicked. Voodoo. Just for that, we gotta play a little skirt skirt. Just for that, we gotta play a little skirt skirt.
I was wondering whether you could provide catering services to Althria. Where's Althria? Althria D's nuts. Quick. Good.
Alexa, am I sexy?
I like you as a friend.
Oh, bitch!
Oh, shoot. No. Not enough time for that. It's it. Riding on the internet, cyberspace, set free. Hello, virtual reality. Interactive appetite, searching for a website to win into the world. To get online, take a spin. You're in with the techno set. We're going surfing on the internet and we win. Thank you. That's it. Pop. There we go. And we are done with Little Ralph.
Myself reflected. Okay. Like to have a look around. They'd certainly see I was a tourist. Built like a castle. Use a brick house.
We silence chaos. All right, that's a 3 and 256. Now he just has physical, so that was really fun. Did not expect that to work out.
Yes! Fuck yes! Hell fucking yeah! Woo! Fuck! Dude! Oh,
Come on. Where's this? Oh! Burn to the ground. Burn to the ground. Oh, burn to the ground. You burn. Fucking burn to the ground, really. Burn. Burn to the ground, burn. That's right. Burn to the ground, burn to the... Oh, gotta get him in frame. Burn. Wait, are you not burning the ground? Burn to the ground, burn to the ground. Burn to the ground. Oh, okay, oh, okay, I think Ridley's ahead of me. Burn to the ground. Burn. Fuck me, get out of the lava. Burn to the ground, burn to the ground. Burn. Sorry, I'm sorry for what happened. Flame Heinard flashbacks. Ah, shut up. God. Oof.
I'll always hate rats. Because one time, I was at a restaurant and I saw a rat, like, running around. Like, it was an outdoor restaurant. They can't really do anything about it. There was a rat running around. I was just sitting there at the bar, watching this rat. And it ran under someone's table. And that's the only reason I looked at that table. It was like in the corner, you know. And at this table was some old dude with a way younger girl than he is. You know, she was probably 18. He was like fucking 60. And she was giving him a hand job under the table. And the only reason why I saw that was because I was following this rat. And I'm never gonna let rats live that down. Fuck rats.
Oops. Drown again.
Drown again.
Well, I caught the whatever the fuck that was. The busty one.
The busty one.
It looks a little busty, doesn't it? Like it's it's kind of a slutty looking Pokemon. I'm just saying. I hope you're clipping some of this shit. God damn it. That's a slutty guy. It looks a little slutty. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're wrong. It's a bow.
Oh, it looks a little busty to me. It looks like a slutty Pokemon.
Oh my god.
You know, I don't know what's up with that. Thought this was a kid's game.
Now he's grooming and he's playing. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, fuck!
Did it work? Greg is a goofy-looking, eyebrowless prick. He constantly goes dogging. Pretends to be like, oh, I play tennis. No, you don't play tennis. You just cripple old people. That's not a sport. I can play against the blind. Well, fucking they're the only people that tolerate looking at you for long enough to actually have a tennis match, you prick. And I know Double A's clipping this.
You just activated my trap.
All right, I'm back. Let's see what we got.
There you go. Look, back a little bit. There you go. Perfect. You fixed it.
Cool. All right, I was fixing my camera. Very nifty, eh? All right. Let's return to the game. Might be getting towards the end. Huh, who knows? Let's take... All right.
You know,
When they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside. Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger-happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
Yummy. Substance. You do all the side quests, I guess. It'd be a much, much longer game. But
Let's hope we don't have to run in a hurry.
Keep your eyes on for dissidents.
this is very interesting, that's for sure.
Of the breach error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself. Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Error. Paradox prevention has temporarily disabled this unit's auditory processing. Thank you for your cooperation.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system? What could go wrong? much worse than drooling on your pillow in front of a bunch of strangers.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more...
Mega Sprat. So, Sam, Ellie, what up, G? How y'all doing? Looks like someone else was having fun in here. It's not my work.
Got your paperwork squared away? New employee? About time.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. Also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved? Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Ooh. Whoa, we did it. Scary.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Analyzing area. Fallen debris. And spilled contents detected. Likely cause, reckless piloting. Scheduling service. Extensive cleanup.
So, Sam, Ellie, do this, huh? Which way am I going? Ouch.
What was that? I better take a look. Something.
Identified. Dropped object within our database. Verified. Resume. Time to take out the trash.
Someone out shooting at me.
Captain, Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain. Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
Hmm.
Classification. Flawlessly finished.
Anybody else here? They let the pigs out. I guess that means don't shoot the glass either. Ugh.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital... Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Phineas, locked up in Tartarus? We cannot let this stand. That place terrifies even the most hardened criminal.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see
Sorry.
to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
All right. Wait, gotta save. Don't quit. Okay. Hmm. I guess I'm getting towards the end.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously. Huh? Oh, yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. I just couldn't see you clearly before. Screen's on the fritz. Damn thing. But for the record, now that I hear you, I totally recognize you. Totally. You're, you, of course. Obviously. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? Mm-hmm.
She's got attitude. What weapon do I have on right now?
Right by us once. Now it's ours. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I'm free. Push on, Mardak.
Great. More paperwork.
All right. We're kicking ass. We're taking names now. All right. All right, they're kicking ass. We're taking names now, baby.
If we sneeze, they'll hear it. Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please. Thank you.
Getting in's one thing. Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
So,
Something on your mind?
how you doing?
Yeah, huh?
All right, let's go to work.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Uh-oh. All right. Couldn't help myself. Anybody else want to play? No one else want to play with me? Hey. You left without me. Womp womp. How do I get it back down? Is there a button to push? Jeez. Hello? Button? Oh. Probably should be on board this before I push it. Ladies?
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Who's ready for more?
The board really hates me now.
who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
Excuse me.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Excuse me. I should have shot the fucker. I love blowing stuff up. This is fun.
right about this, Captain.
Something you need?
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. Do you imagine you're leading some grand revolutionary army? Those barbarians from Monarch are running wild in my prison. I suppose I have you to thank for this indignity. You're nothing but a rabble-rouser. I'm going to put an end to your little rebellion, and then I'm going to have you and your associates arrested. The Board is the only legitimate power in Halcyon. We are Halcyon. I admit I miscalculated the extent of your influence. The Board's plan never accounted for you. This is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right. Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
Ram dead.
Why won't you just die? Got another fighting me.
Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the Board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the Board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon.
I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Oh.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned
I just
visitor.
beat it. Woohoo!
From the moment he
I just
landed
beat
in
it.
Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades.
I had mods.
The damage they left behind would require
I don't
the work
recommend
of a
doing it without the
generation to
mods.
repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took sublight salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed.
Had to get jobs.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony.
Gee.
Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Ta-da! There you go, Lily. Credits.
Let's go.
Ring. Kitty cat. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. He's got pretty big, haven't you, fella? Yes. Oh, you're just gonna sit down, huh? You got so big. All right, I'm back. This was a pretty good game. It wasn't as long as Starfield, but it was along the lines of the Fallout series. That's for sure. And that was fun. Overall, what would you rate this, Lily? Out of 10.
Maybe an 8 out of 10.
Okay. I would agree. I'd kind of give it a 8.5 out of 10. Some things were tedious on it, but that's what you get with all these games. It was pretty fun. Long. But it's what you would expect from a RPG. You know? Also, now, I mean, I was expecting a lot more spaceship control, like with Starfield, stuff like that. But it was good without it too. Also, the I know there's loads of side quests and DLC you can do. Also, you know, I love the humor. It was a lot more humorous than Starfield and No Man's Sky. It's pretty good though. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, let's see. I'll decide what game we'll play next, because I know, well, you gotta wait for one game to come out that we will be playing probably in November. That's coming up. That's Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD remaster, or is it remake? Remaster? Yeah, whatever. But that's a pretty good game too. Gorgon. But you know, pretty good. Never did get to much of the DLC. I know we basically did a lot of the main game. Did quite a few of the side project, or the side quests, and the it had ally or companion quests and stuff like that. Get 'em, you know. But you know. Hey, stop it. Hey Lily, will you let him out before he tears up my cords here?
Look right here. See, it's still showing.
Oh, I need to fix that.
I think it's your camera. It keeps wanting to move.
My camera's stable.
Is it warm on the? Is it warm on top of his quarter? Yeah. Give it a second because you don't know if you just did it yet.
Looks like I got it stable enough. Yeah, me and fixing cameras, blah blah blah.
I don't know.
Nah, it's kind of a delay.
Yeah.
There we go. I think I got it. There we go. Yeah, overall this was a pretty fun game. Lots of action and stuff like that. It was pretty fun. And we didn't get to either one of the downloadable extra chapters or whatever. But let's see. Let's see what we got going here. Trying to see what other games there are. That I have. That I think you guys would enjoy. Hmm. 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 There are so many choices, so little time to do it all in. Hmm. I'm letting the credits go while I decide here. Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of credits. Love all the credits. So much fun, so little time. Hmm. Hmm. All right. We can burn through the credits again.